Hey everyone, we are back with another update video, and by we, I mean with me as always is Corey. Say hi, Corey.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
And so, as usual, we're going to go into all of the Damon Claw progress we've been making, but stay tuned till the end so we can actually tell you guys how you can all play regardless of platform or without the need to set up an Amiga emulator. You can all play the demo version of Metro Siege, one of our other game projects. So the first big news is that if you're watching this video, that means that there is now an updated version of the build on Steam that backers who volunteered to be testers can play, and that's currently only for the Megadrive version. The first build that people have already been able to play was level 1 and the level 1 boss, and this update expands it, include the level 2 and level 2 boss, with also a lot of polish and improvement to level 1. Another thing Corey and I recently did is we had a Skype call. I shared my screen. I played through the game from beginning to end, or as close as is possible right now, on the Megadrive version, and we methodically kind of analyzed every aspect of the gameplay, the visuals, and just really tried to come up with a very cohesive list of all of the things we would like tweaked and polished and changed to bring the game as close to finished as possible. And then we took that list and converted it into a ton of what we call tickets, which are very actionable little instructions, so to speak, for Neofid to be able to make those changes. So that's all been done, and Neofid has already begun making a lot of those improvements. And on top of those tickets, Neofid has also gotten through a lot of previously existing tickets, and on top of just making a lot of improvements to what was already there, it was really cool that we were finally able to do a preliminary playtest on the final boss fight. That's probably about 50% functional now. Most of his core attack sequences now work. There's still a lot of timing improvements and stuff that need to be made to make it really playable and fun, but I can tell that everything logistically is there now. It's just a matter of refining all of those elements like timing and the exact movement speed of things and all that. So that was very cool to experience.
Yeah, and on the art side of things, I was myself just making sure all of our boss fights leading up to the final boss were completed. There was some level 3 loose ends that I finished up, little things that we noticed that needed to be completed. And then, of course, I think we were also adding some extra visual effects and things like that to the level 2 boss.
Then on the PC version side of things, I continue when I'm not just play testing and reviewing and giving feedback to the Megadrive version. I have been continuing to clean things up, fix bugs on the PC end of things, and also get in a lot of the final Megadrive version art that Corey has been making, especially on the later levels, and just starting to really debug and clean up the final levels of the game on the PC version.
And on the print manual side, the instruction manual, that's pretty much designed. All the internal pages that we had planned are fully designed. And so, yeah, that's pretty much good to go. Yeah, and of course, the next step there is moving on to the cover design of the print manual and the remaining box art cover design. So that's exciting. I was saving the best for last, the most fun stuff. So that
awesome.
Excited to get onto that. Yeah.
Yep, and the internal pages do look great. So we're really excited. It's getting really close to being able to send that off to the printer, but obviously we'll hold that off until we can really scrutinize and give a final editorial look over the whole thing. But right. That's all getting really close and looking great. And that's about it for Damon Claw right now. On the Metro Siege side of things, there is now a web-hosted version that anyone can play very easily just by logging in to the URL metrosiege.com/play. I'll obviously leave a link in the description for that, but it should work on any major platform, on any major browser, but I think some browsers support Xbox compatible controllers better, so it should fully support gamepad. So if it doesn't, I suggest trying another browser. And the other thing to keep in mind, this is the first web-based build of Metro Siege, and we don't plan on making a web-based final version of the game, but we just figured it's the best way to get a demo version out that anyone will be able to play easily without having to learn how to set up an Amiga emulator or anything like that. So that's there, but it's not been really thoroughly tested yet. So please do join. I'll put a link in the description too for our Discord server dedicated to Metro Siege. So we would love to hear your feedback on it and on the demo itself. Let us know if you run into any technical issues. And before playing, also there is a web page dedicated to telling you the move list of the 2 selectable characters so far, and that's definitely worth a look. The 2 big things to keep in mind is in Metro Siege, in order to avoid the all too common accidental grab of either enemies and your friends or items that your actual co-player, your friend, needed and you didn't, you actually hold the attack button and tap down to grab something instead of just pressing fire while you happen to be near it. And similarly with grabbing, you actually initiate a grab attempt where your player lunges forward by holding attack and tapping forward, and that way it's the same thing. You could actually miss your grab if an enemy gets out of the way, and it completely avoids the issue of an enemy just happening to walk into you and you involuntarily grab them. Yeah, if you look at our Let's Play of Streets of Rage 3, I'll put a link to that part there. You could see how that could lead to some frustration when you're trying to escape an oncoming locomotive of some sort, but you just stand there because an enemy walked into your loving arms and you're just standing there hugging instead of getting out of the way of the oncoming 2-ton metal box. But anyway, so yeah, that's it for this update video. We really do hope you try out Metro Siege and give us some feedback on the Discord server, and we will be back in another few weeks with another update. Thanks for watching, everybody.
If you enjoy our content and want to keep up to date on our games, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want to support our projects, consider becoming a patron. The link's in the description, and we'll see you soon.